I had such plans over the holidays. I had such plans. I had my list of cookies I was going to bake, and I had my son Sam was home, and I ordered food, and I had services planned, and I was all set, and then I got sick. And there it all went. And it was a reminder that I'm not in control of my life. And that things can change and not go the way that we planned. So as I was writing this service for today, there was a part of me that was going, well, I don't know why I'm going to ask people to set intentions for a new year when, who knows? But it's still a good thing, I think. Anyway, I had to throw out a lot of cookie dough, though, because I made the dough, and then I got sick, and I couldn't bake the cookies, and then the dough wasn't any good. So next year, we'll do this again. The month of January is named for Janus, the ancient Janus, the ancient Roman god of new beginnings, or Janus, I don't know how to pronounce it. He was depicted as having a double face, so he's looking forward and backwards at the same time. And his name was the first that would have been invoked in any Roman religious rituals that involved the gods, and always on the first day of the week and the month that was sacred to him, the first day of the new year, or any new agricultural season or liturgical cycle. And his presence was symbolized by doorways or archways, and that were called Jani, Jani is the plural. These freestanding symbolic gateways that were erected in his honor. And they were used for auspicious entrances and exits into Rome or into other important places in the empire. Most particularly for the Roman army when they were leaving or returning from battle. And in times of peace, the gates were closed, and in times of war, his gates were left open. So I've been thinking a lot about those gates, especially right now, as we say farewell to 2025 and we welcome 2026, because we are standing at a crossroads, gateway as a country, maybe as well as our individual lives. These times feel especially unpredictable and fragile, as the leadership of our country has just opened the gates of war. And it's hard to discern where that's going and what's going to happen, and thus what the whole next year will bring. But when I look back on that last year, I feel like I can say we were feeling like this the same time last year. Not sure about what this new year under this new administration would bring. And we have seen some terrible things happen, particularly to our immigrant neighbors. And we've witnessed and participated in many, many small acts of compassion and resistance and resilience. Because here's the thing, time and life keep going, no matter what. And we experience it all. Every year there are new beginnings, every year there are losses expected and unexpected. There are joys and sorrows, there are challenges, and there are gifts and opportunities. As my colleague Erica Hewitt says, the new year calls us forward, filled with mystery. And as we turn toward that new year, we take a final glimpse of the past year and reckon with all that it held for us. So, my dear ushers have baskets for us, and there are 2 kinds of paper that they are going to hand out. You guys can go ahead and hand it out. One is Nancy, if you could hold that up, the plain one is a dissolvable paper. So if you put it in water, it literally disappears. It's amazing. I did it to make sure it would really worked. And it does, it just disappears. And the other is a card with some snowflakes on it, so you can tell the difference. The snowflakes won't dissolve. And we have pens. So on the dissolvable paper, if you wish, I would like you to write, I'd like you to take, go ahead. On the dissolvable paper, I'd like you to reflect on the past year and consider what you would like to leave behind today. What parts of your lives, what things or ideas or people or ways of living have become obstacles to you becoming or us becoming the people that we want to be or the people that we need to be? What might be holding you back? What's getting in the way of you living fully as you'd like to? And what would you like to let go? What would you like to let just dissolve into the water? What would you like to relinquish? So I just give you a few minutes to think about that and to write on that plain piece of paper whatever you would like to let go, whatever you would like to dissolve, and you're not going to share it with anybody, and nobody has to see it, and nobody will. It is just yours. Just between you and the piece of paper and the universe. Just take a minute. And if you've finished that or you don't want to do it and you want to move on the paper with the snowflakes, is there an intention that you have for the new year as you've looked back, written what you want to let go? We become Janus and turn the other way and look forward. Not a goal, not a resolution, nothing like that, but an intention. What I mean by that is a way that you would like to ground or orient yourself in the world, with others, or in your own heart over the next year. So this is not, I want to lose 10 pounds or I want to work out every day, anything like that, but maybe to live with more compassion, or to trust myself. An intention for how you want to be in the world. I invite you to write that in the snowflakes. So, what I'd like to do now, if you would like to participate in this, and you do not have to, you can just sit quietly with your own thoughts, that's fine too. But we're going to play with water and fire, because it's a new year. If you want to participate, I'm going to invite you to line up here and walk this way and return to your seat down the center aisle as we do. And if you're new here, don't worry, you can watch people and you'll get the hang of it. But I'm going to invite you to drop whatever whatever you want to let go of that you wrote on that dissolvable paper in that water, and it will dissolve, I promise, and no one's going to read it. And if you want to light a tea light for your intention, I invite you to do so. You can hang on to your intention to take with you, or Dolores said she's happy to stick them up on the bulletin board down in the vestry. It's your call. If you want to share your intention, you can. If you don't want to, please don't feel that you have to. This is sort of more for each of us individually to look back and look forward as we stand at our crossroads. So I invite you to come up if you'd like to participate in this.